Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're going to play Nadir, which is a new game from the makers of Alder's Blood. This is a roguelike deck builder. It's currently in a demo. They're just about to start the Kickstarter, so it's super early, but it's quite interesting, so I kind of want to start and show it off. So let's go. Alright, so here we have our characters, the Virgin, the Leader, and the Poet. And you start off having essentially 5 turns, and each turn you can either rest, or you can choose a fight. You can do an easy, medium, or a hard fight. We're going to start this off with a medium fight. We're going to fight the Prophet. Alright, so here we have our characters. This is the Poet. Over there is the Virgin, and here is the Leader. Here we've got our action points, which in this game are called threat points, and here we have our cards. What's really important is that whoever is doing the attack is the person that's hovered over here. So if I do the takedown, the Poet is going to do it right now. But this picture up here is essentially the owner of the card. So you can give skills to your allies, and if you give skills to your card, it essentially means that you will draw a card for that specific character. So if I give skills to the Poet, I will gain some of the cards, like for example the takedown. Here you can see what the enemy is about to do. Currently they can do a fairly high damage to the Poet over here. I'm actually going to let them do it and straight up go with the takedown because it's a really powerful damage card and it's just really important. So because of the picture that we saw, that means that it's a crit chance. So we got 72 good attack. Now they hit us, but they missed. Now next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give taunt and armor to the... Actually, they're hitting the Leader, so we're going to put taunt and armor to the Virgin. So instead the enemy is going to attack the Virgin, and I have some armor so I can defend myself. And then I'm going to attack the enemy with a stab, which will do, actually with the gauntlet. It will do damage to the enemy, give me 30% chance of a crit chance, and give extra skill to the caster, so presumably to the Poet. Because the Poet is the one who's casting the card right now. So it's like 10 extra skill to whatever skill the Poet has. Now this means that the enemy did a crit chance to the Virgin. That's not great, so we're gonna have to heal it. This is the Leader's ability, so let's heal it. So we are healing the thing, and now we're going to do 10 to 15 damage to the enemy. The enemy is hitting the Poet. I think that's fine. But we're gonna apply shielded, and that means that you're essentially ignoring 1 damage done to you by the enemy. What's important is that it can happen that by an attack you actually heal the enemy. So if you're gonna see like a damage minus 10, it actually does mean that you're healing the enemy. So be very careful about that. It's happened to me in my test game. I healed the enemy for like 240 HP, which essentially means it was the end of the game over there, but that's okay. Now I think one more takedown might allow us to kill him if we get a crit chance, so we're going to start off with that. We did not get a crit. Well, he did get a crit chance, but it wasn't enough damage anyway. Oh, they did pretty high damage to the Poet. Unfortunately, I do not have healing, so I'm just going to take out, destroy the enemy and be done with it. Alright. We have 1. Next, let's do an easy fight. After that, we're going to heal up, and then we're going to do a hard fight. Now, normally at this point, you'll probably be able to level up and pick in new skills, but those are not available in the demo. So let's do an easy fight and fight some worms now. Alright. They're going to hit the Virgin. I'm going to straight up go with the... I'm going to start with giving shielded to the Virgin. Let's do that. I would like to grab some more skills of the Leader, so I'm going to put it on the Leader because this will allow me to heal up my companions, which would be quite nice. Right now they're hitting the Poet. Yeah, we can't let them hit the Poet, so we're going to put taunt on the Leader, and then I'm going to give the Leader also armor so that he takes less damage. And finally, I'm going to do some damage with the gauntlet and give some extra skill to the Virgin, who is currently the caster. The Leader has a really good chance of dodge, so that's why it can be a pretty good idea to let them hit the Leader. They're going at this Poet again, which is a bit of a problem. And we actually don't have a way to taunt them to attack someone else. So in that case, I'm just going to go straight up with the takedown, because that's going to allow me to do the most damage. And we're just gonna have to hope that the Poet can dodge. It didn't dodge, but he didn't die either, which is pretty good. Okay, so now at this point I'm just gonna have to give him armor because again, there's no way for me to stop an attack on him. And I'm gonna lower the damage that the enemy does, that should be useful as well so that we don't die. But honestly, with 13 HP, I feel like the enemy is gonna die, and the poet is going to die anyway. So let's just try to do some attacks while we're still have him. Yeah, there's not... Yeah, oh, he missed. Great, great, great. Alright. 95 HP, still no taunt. That's a huge problem. Alright, we'll do a takedown. Now the problem is, once they kill the poet, or if they kill the poet, we'll use any abilities that are sort of related to him. For example, this takedown ability, it will be gone because it's related to the poet, so the others can't do it anymore. Alright, at this point I feel like we need to heal. I'll heal twice. And now we're gonna do a difficult fight with the Executioner. So the Executioner is the one I actually accidentally healed in my test game. So you gotta be careful about that. Alright, we'll start this off with doing a regular attack which does 16 to 24 damage to the enemy. And then we want to give some good armor to ourselves as we can. We cannot, but we can at least give more skills to ourselves. 2 skills to the ally. So let's give more skills to the Prophet. Why are they always hitting the Poet? Okay, this time they actually missed the attack, so that was pretty good. I'm gonna give a higher crit chance to the Poet. Oh, we missed it. In that case, let's just do a regular attack with 9 to 15 damage. I really want to start doing some damage because the enemy is 600 HP. And they have a lot of abilities that allow them to increase their armor or crit chances or things like that. So we want to be careful of that. I'm going to give Taunt to the leader. And this is going to give me 2 threat points. Now I have 5 points. So then we'll do a takedown, which allows us to do 48 to 72 damage. Now remember, the action is done by the person who's hovered over here. So for example, if you have increased damage done by the Virgin, then the Virgin is going to do a really high attack. So, but in order to get the card, you might need a different character, which is really interesting. Like, the combination is really interesting because you need, for example, the Poet to do the takedown attack, but the Virgin is the one who does the most damage. So you ideally want to do the takedown when the Virgin is the one that's doing the thing, because then it's 42 to 72, as opposed to if you did the same thing with someone else, it might be lowered. Now we do have healing. We don't actually need healing, so we're just gonna do the takedown. Now I actually shouldn't have done the right click because I think we switched from the Virgin to the next person, so the Virgin kind of like forfeited its turn or something. So yeah, that was not good. Yeah, like for example, right now the takedown is doing a lot less damage than if we waited for the Virgin there. So it's something you want to keep in mind when we're doing these attacks. Okay. Now the takedown would be good, and the enemy is not hitting us, so this is a great time. The enemy is going to increase his own damage. No, he just kind of hit himself. Okay. Now the takedown is low, so I'm just going to give a heal up the leader. And ideally, I would also like to give him... I can give him Vanish, which will make the enemy hit anybody else. It should, weirdly. So I guess it didn't work. Must have, like, missed the attack. Because they're still hitting the leader. Now, if the leader dies, it's not as big of a problem as if the Poet died, for example. But it's still not great. Alright, so we've got the Poet now. Let's heal up the leader again. It actually heals up everybody, so that's even better. The enemy is hitting the Virgin. I'm fine with that. So I'm just gonna do a small attack. And... I'm not gonna do anything else here. Jump to the next turn. And now because I jumped to the next turn, it's still the Virgin's turn, so I can... Okay, so this is important. Look at the takedown. Minus 480 to 72. This means there's a chance that I actually give HP to the enemy, so you don't want to do it. Instead, I'm gonna give more skills to the Virgin. And now I actually can do 4 to 8 regular damage, so let's do it to the enemy. That's really something you gotta watch out for because you can really heal the enemy. I'm gonna give a crit chance to the leader because the leader should be able to go next turn. So, ooh, how much did they hit the Virgin for? Oh, they missed. Perfect. The poet's going now. But I'll do the attacks. 24 to 36. It's not great, but it's something. Alright. See, again, this is minus 480 to 70. So we seem to have some effect on the version that actually doesn't allow us to do a regular attack. So what we're going to do is we're just going to give more armor to the poet, because the poet is the one being hit. And I'm also going to give... I don't need anything else, so I'm just going to end the turn. Oh, I had the 12 to 24 damage. I think I could have done that. Okay. Yeah, 12 to 24 with the leader. Might have been the increased damage that they did. I really don't know. But it was, or maybe something the enemy did to the Virgin that we just can't do a proper attack now, but just gotta be really careful about it. Okay, 48 to 72. Yeah, so it's fine now. So whatever it was some effect that the enemy did, but we're okay now. We can just do normal attacks, which is amazing. And let's do another one. I do like the takedown because it just does more damage. It does mean he can't do really anything else on the turn, but we should be able to kill him next turn pretty easily. Alright, takedown, and it's done. Beautiful. Alright, now it's time for the big bad fight. Do we have one turn left? No, we just have to straight up go. We can't even heal. Okay. Fighting the Cerberus. Right. So, 450 HT total. We're gonna start this off by using takedown and attacking one of these tentacles of theirs. They're hitting the leader, which should be fine. The leader really has the best chance to like dodge. Alright. I'm gonna give great chance to the Virgin. And then I'm gonna give taunt to myself. It seems ridiculous because but the only reason I did this is I wanted to have a turn with the Virgin instead of the leader upon the next turn. Oh no, we're going with the poet now. Okay. So let's give skills to the poet. 16 to 24 with the Virgin. Sure, let's do that. It's not great, but it's something. And armor... Oh, the enemy is hitting everybody, so let's just give taunt on the Virgin. So that they're hitting the Virgin only, and then we'll give armor to her. And... that's it. So I didn't want it to attack everyone. Now, it does mean that the Virgin is taking a lot more damage because all of the attacks are focused on her. Yeah, they're hitting everybody again. I can give armor to the caster, so armor to the poet. But... I don't know if we should do the taunt again. Because like I feel like if they hit the leader, for example, it might gonna be pretty rough. But let's try. Let's give the leader the taunt. And we'll put a new skill to the leader as well, because the leader has healing, so that would be useful. If the leader doesn't die and we can still use his skills. Okay, he missed. Perfect. Alright, let's do 20 to 30 damage. We could destroy this tentacle, they won't be able to do any damage from it. Get more threat points. We'll hit the Virgin, I think. Take some damage to ourselves, but get more points. Shield it to the Virgin so the enemy can't do any damage. It's just fantastic. And we're gonna heal the Virgin as well. Oh, I did +0, I'm not quite sure why. And we'll give more skills to the leader again. Armor. And that. Oh well, 1 to 2 damage to the enemy, so I guess why not. Okay, we destroyed this tentacle, so now the enemy cannot attack with it. Only with the other one. So that actually changes these abilities that they have here. They have a chance to give themselves crit chance, shield it, or do damage to all enemies, apparently. Alright, we'll start with some shivs because they're not attacking us. They're just, I guess, giving shielded or something to themselves. So we can just do, let's say, regular attack. Just do something. I'll put some armor to one of our people. It would be nice to like see the total armor on the character somewhere here, because I feel like we stacked a lot of armor but I just can't see it. Alright, let's do an attack on the enemy as well. Did they have shielded? They did not have shielded. Good. And we're gonna give increased and accuracy and damage to the Virgin, for example. I could do taunt to actually it's gonna make him attack me, but it does give me that extra armor, so I think that's useful. Maybe that probably wasn't a good call, because yeah, we took a lot of damage when we didn't need to, because they would have been focused on hitting themselves, or on increasing damage to themselves. Alright, we'll put taunt on the prophet. Poet, sorry, I keep calling him prophet occasionally, sorry about that. More armor. More skills? More skills to the leader. I need more healing. Please give me more healing. Subtract accuracy to the enemy. That's fantastic. Because that we have better chance for him to miss. Which is always important. Oh, he didn't miss. He did. Good. Alright. 8 to 12 damage. Sure. 16 damage. Beautiful. 4 to 5 damage and lower his chances of high damage to us. More skills and armor to everybody. Well, actually just to the poet. More, and takedown 24 to 36. 64, that was awesome. But they did hit. Oh no, we just lost. Because the leader, I don't know if he has any attacking abilities. He can heal, but he cannot revive, so... Yeah, like, I can do nothing with him. Yeah. Yeah, we just lost. 66 damage. Okay, well... It's the end. I mean, I guess I can end the turn just to show you. But they're not hitting me right now, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how I die, but yeah. Should have done the taunt over there. Oh, the game is like, I'm not letting you lose. But there's nothing else I can do, so we're just gonna end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments, and you can click on the right to watch others vlog, or see other games that we play on this channel. I'll see you there. Bye bye!